Hi, checking in after my conference. I just got back about 2 hours ago. You'll have to excuse me if I sound a little bit congested or weird in this video. Um, Not only is the Hartford area, been found to be the worst place in the entire United States for allergy sufferers, but we're also having record high pollen counts this week. So my allergies are a little bit wacky. So my chest and my nose are a little bit congested. So I'm fine, but it's just a little bit annoying. So anyway, the conference was really great. A little bit tiring because I was helping watch over 500 high school kids, which is a lot, and even if you're just sitting there, you have to be so like mentally aware and mentally alert of what's happening around you. I had a girl have an asthma attack right next to me in the middle of dinner, and I wouldn't have noticed if I had just been kept my back turned, but she was right next to me, and I was like, I don't think that girl's okay. And so she was fine the next day. She just needed to calm down. But I mean, you just have to constantly be aware, and that can be kind of tiring. I think people underestimate that. Anyway, so that's why I'm in bed and being lazy, because I'm tired. So anyway, I won't go into great detail. I did okay at the conference. I worked out the first day I was there, and then yesterday I ate a lot, and then today I ate a lot. But when I got home today, I had no intention of working out or anything like that. And then I was on the drive home, and the sun was setting, and I was like not even 5 minutes away from my apartment, and I saw this guy running on the side of the road, and I was like, that looks like a good idea. I just wanted to go for a run. So I got home, got on my running gear, and mapped out a route and decided to do 3.2 miles. And on the way to the halfway point before I turned around, I just felt really good. Like things felt like they were flowing, my form felt good, my breathing felt great. I mean, I didn't feel like my body was totally exerted, but I had a healthy pace going. So it just felt really good. And I think, when I had some free time at the conference, I was looking up some running stuff. And one thing I looked up was proper form. And I think that stuff sort of sank in. It really helped me focus on, you know, how to hold my body in a way that's more efficient. And I think it made a huge difference in my run today. I mean, it just felt really good. I didn't feel like I was dying at any point. So I got to the halfway point and I looked at my stopwatch and I was like, oh my gosh, this is a record pace for me. And so I didn't stop the whole way. I ran 3.2 miles nonstop, which is pretty awesome. Um, and by the time I got back, I looked at my watch and I ran 3.2 miles in 32 minutes and 6 seconds today, which means that I ran a 10-minute and 1 second pace per mile, which is a record for me for my entire life. I have never run that fast. So it was really incredible. I mean, part of it was the endorphins, but I was like doing a dance. I was so excited for myself. And it made me think about the fact that so much of weight loss, and I shouldn't say weight loss, but so much of living a healthy lifestyle and making that change is celebrating stuff that isn't on the scale. Celebrating not losing inches, not losing pounds, but celebrating the little victories that happen throughout the day. If I have a glass of water instead of a soda, that's pretty awesome. If I had a cookie with my lunch, then having a salad for dinner is a pretty good victory. But, and in terms of exercise goals too, there's so many things to be proud of. And there's so many other ways to show your progress. And today I saw that, even though I maybe didn't eat so well for the past 2 days, I just ran the fastest I've ever run in my entire life. And that's amazing. It feels pretty awesome. So that's exciting. And it also made me feel great because over the conference, I was thinking about running. Which is a sign that I really am enjoying running. I really do like it. But I really want to make it a big part of my exercise plans, especially over the summer. I'm hoping, and someone's going to have to hold me to this because I could easily back out, but I'm hoping to run 1 5K per month for May, June, July, and August. And I already have those 4 picked out, and they're almost all exactly a month apart, weirdly enough. But they're all in the area. So one is one that's in town, then there's one somewhere else in June. There's the Red Dress Run for Women in Elizabeth Park that I did with my friend Kathleen last year. Hi, Kathleen, if you're watching. And then there's another one in August that I can't remember. But I looked them up, so it is possible to do 1 5K a month. which would be pretty cool. So anyway, in general, I'm just hoping to start keeping a running log and seeing how many miles I run per week, and also making sure I run 2 to 3 times per week. So anyway, I don't want to blab on forever because I do want to nap with my cat, which, oh my gosh, I know I show you my cat in every video, but he is so freaking cute. His name is Baxter, and he is a cream point Siamese cat. So instead of the black, he has like this cream color, but he's sleeping on the bed right now, and you have to see this because he's so stinking cute. Can you see him? Look at him. Look at his little tiny cat face. He's covering his eyes. Oh my gosh. Okay, I know. I'm a total cat lady. Deal with it. At least I only have one cat and not like 15. Anyway, I did want to take a chance to read to you guys an excerpt from a book that I'm reading right now that was really powerful to me for several reasons. Chuck Palahniuk is one of my I'm probably saying his last name wrong, but is one of my favorite authors of all time. If you've never read any of his stories or novels or short stories, they are really disgusting and really grotesque, and sometimes just disgusting and gross and kind of make you want to throw up. But they're also wonderful, amazing, powerful commentaries on, just on our society and who we are and on life, and, especially as Americans, I think he sort of exposes us for what we are without any bull in between, which is a beautiful, wonderful, but also kind of gross thing. And I know that sounds so unappealing. But the book I'm reading now by him is this book, and I love this cover. This cover is so cool. But this book, which is called Invisible Monsters, I don't know if you can hear me behind the book, and obviously it's one of those little optical illusions where it looks like a beautiful lady on this side and then some ugly old person on this side, which is kind of cool because that's sort of what the core of the book is. It's a really short excerpt, and it, in this book, it doesn't really have anything to do with health or weight loss or nutrition or anything like that. But I definitely think, when it comes down to it, when people are trying to make a healthy lifestyle change, it's because they're carrying a lot of baggage and they don't want to continue to be who they were before. Whether it's just because they felt insecure or whether it has something to do with something that's happened to them before in their life. But anyway, just to set it up, the narrator used to be this beautiful, beautiful woman who was a model. And she is in this accident where a bullet goes through her car and shoots off her jawbone. So she has no lower jawbone and she's totally disfigured. No one wants to look at her anymore. She's a monster, so everybody ignores her. She's an invisible monster. Get it? And then she meets this person named Brandy Alexander. And Brandy Alexander looks like she is this gorgeous, beautiful woman, but she's actually a man who's had all this reconstructive surgery, and it's a messed up story. But they finally meet, and the narrator is really struggling with how she's, what to do with herself now that she has nothing. I mean, she really has nothing. All her money's down the drain from being in the hospital, and she can't do what she did for a living anymore. And so she starts to tell Brandy her story, and then this passage happens, and I'll paraphrase some of it, but it's just really powerful, I think. So it goes like this. This is how I met Brandy Alexander. This is how I found the strength not to get on with my former life. This is how I found the courage not to pick up the same old pieces. Now, Brandy says, you're going to tell me your story like you just did. Write it all down, and tell that story over and over. Tell me your sad-ass story all night. When you understand, Brandy says, that what you're telling is just a story. It isn't happening anymore. When you realize the story you're telling is just words. When you can just crumble it up and throw your past in the trash can, Brandy says, then we'll figure out who you're going to be. And I thought that was really powerful because so many times in life we let a couple events or one major event in our life determine who we are now, and it really shouldn't be that way. You move on, you put the past in the past, and you focus on who am I now and who do I want to be and how am I going to make that happen. And I think it applies to so many different aspects of life, and it definitely applies to those of us who are trying to make a healthy lifestyle change. So on a shallow level, I could apply it to the healthy lifestyle, but there's obviously so much more to that statement. So if you're interested in the book, it's really great. I totally recommend it. It is kind of gross. So I'm just warning you. Anyway, I had better stop because I'm about to run out of time. 10 minutes. Oh my gosh, I talk a lot. Anyway, I hope you all had a great weekend, and I will check in sometime soon. And that's it. Bye.